1 week before the lockdown was announced, we had asked all our employees to work from home because we knew the risk that was there, and we had taken measures. We had rented laptops for people to work from home. We had, equipped every single data center with automated temperature machines and sanitizers, and made sure that we had enough fogging machines and masks and everything, even in the beginning itself, so that our employees could work we would minimize the risk of them, whoever came to work. From a business perspective, things actually worked out for us. Our bandwidth has surged because obviously everything is happening online. Bandwidth growth has been between 20 and 30%. Almost, I would say at least 25%. The bandwidth has grown. The DR and cloud consumption has grown. A lot of customers now signing up for DR and BCP services. Customers, because there were increased security attacks during this period, a lot of customers have signed up even for security services. Since we host a lot of the hyperscalers and a lot of the large, customers like banks and others. So I think the two things. Even otherwise, there was a data because the data protection policy that's going to become a law soon. A lot of global international banks and other organizations were coming to India. And also, with the growth on online, not only is our cloud growing, but also some of the hyperscalers are growing, and they need colo space as well. So as a result of all this, there's been an overall dramatic growth in all sections of the business. Some of our clients got impacted because the clients who are in the hospitality area or the travel portals and those kind of clients obviously got impacted, but they are also now reviving. So we worked out, we kind of gave them staggered payment terms, etc. And fortunately, even their business is now reviving. So I think overall, people have kind of learned to deal with it, with the new normal. So we have teamed with Google and Microsoft and Cisco. And so our teams are now providing a lot of collaboration services along with our sister company, which Dimension Data, which became NTT Limited. So that we've provided quite a few services and solutions around that as well, including this service along with Google and Itopia for VDI for some clients, right? We are able to run the entire business, a large business sitting at home. So clearly we've realized that we can be a lot more flexible with our staff and allow them to work from home. And but now after 100 days, when I asked the staff, first they were very happy that we'll allow work from home. Now most of them want to come back to work. People have adopted either more data center centric workloads, because whether through cloud or not. Clearly across the board, people have realized a lot of people were already doing it, but a lot of people who weren't doing, a lot of the clients who were not actually leveraging the cloud, was doing everything on-prem, realized the importance to have uninterrupted service, to make sure that they outsource to data centers. Now, whether they do it through a cloud model, through a dedicated model, through a hybrid model, those are things that different people do differently. I think hybrid is the way. Hybrid IT is what is getting more and more adopted. So I think the framework is clearly shifting towards hybrid IT. Entire software-defined stack that we have, whether it's a software-defined WAN, whether it's SD-WAN, whether it's cloud, whether it's storage, so cloud, compute, storage, network, across all, and not only on our platform, but across multiple cloud platforms, whether it's Google, Azure, or AWS. We offer a single dashboard, as you know. We call it now Simply Insight, is the brand that we've given it. And we used to call it CMP earlier, but now we call it Simply Insight. And we've added to that. So we've, in addition to what we had, we've added some tools that give a lot of much more depth in insight. So we also had acquired this company called Acton Magic in Bangalore. So we integrated some of the features into this platform, which included things like Trusted Fixer. So you could, to optimize your workloads. We also included the cost compare module. So if you wanted to, before deploying a new workload, if you wanted to compare prices across multiple clouds, you could do that. And in addition to that, we integrated the VMware tool that I just talked about to give more in-depth insight with very pretty dashboards, which clients love, right? So we've done that so that clients can then manage their workloads across multiple, whether it's dedicated workload, whether it's a cloud workload, whether it's a hybrid workload, whether they're using multiple clouds, all of this through a single dashboard. and we've just been constantly enhancing that. So that's been a, that has clearly given us an edge over any competition in the country, because nobody else has a feature like this. The people make the organization. So talent is absolutely key, right? Having said that, we need to also automate. We don't want to be inefficient, right? So we need technology to automate. We don't want we want people to do skilled jobs which can't be automated, but we want to automate as much as possible so that we avoid human errors. We avoid so we also improve our efficiency. We've used complete business process automation, right from the time we get service order form from, or even get a lead or a prospect, and then that converts to a service order form that then gets converted to an operations run book, then gets converted to billing. That entire process is completely automated now, right? So whether it's automation there, whether it's automation in our data center operations, where we are automating the data that we get on chillers and on our PAHUs and other systems so that we can drive them more efficiently, or whether it's automating our IT operations, right, which is what I call as AI ops. All these areas we are leveraging technology to make our own people more productive. But we can't, talent is still very key, right? You can't, you end of the day need a good talent to grow the organization. Many of our engineers have been availing during the pandemic because they've been working from home, and so it becomes a lot more. They save almost 2-3 hours on an average on commute. So some of that time they can use to do these courses. Each person has done multiple certifications. We've got close to 1,000 certifications done. Some of the certifications are even on, how to be an effective leader. So given the breadth of courses that people have been made access to, what we've also done is, as we partner with vendors, our talent has got upskilled so that they can better offer these solutions to customers. So I think this is something that many other I would strongly recommend other CIOs to do. This is the best way to motivate your staff, upskill them, and also upskill the talent in the organization that can then offer the technology solutions that we need to do, or implement technology in the organization, as the case may be.